we were trying to figure out which generation does Chris Brown belong to. Like, is he part of that '90s era of R&B, or is he the first of the internet R&B motherfuckers?
Okay, that's posing a little bit differently than what it was to me at first. Because the internet R&B motherfuckers, I think, is different than just the newer age and our age R&B. I didn't think Chris Brown was our generation.
Nah, yeah, but
I
our generation is the generation before the internet, motherfuckers.
I wouldn't put Chris Brown in the generation of the internet like artists though. I'm using I'm using generations in musically. You know what I'm saying? Not like our generation, because I'm in the same generation as a bunch of my younger cousins, and the motherfuckers is in their 20s, and they damn near 30 now, a lot of them. But I'm 40. But we're the same generation, but we're different generationally. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting it into those micro generations. Like Pop is a different generation of rapper than Nelly. But them niggas is probably like, what, 6 years apart in age? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So shit like that. That's what I mean.
All right. I think I decided that, well, my shit was he's not a part of of our generation because he was he was too young to be in our generation.
Right. That's what I say. I think the age of the artist has a part to play in us embracing them into our
I don't know. I don't know.
Generationality. I think so.
I don't know.
Chris Brown didn't come out in the 90s. He came out in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't through internet. Like, he had physical CDs too. So I wouldn't say internet.
Yeah, he had physical CDs, but like, all right, so his first song was what? Running?
Yeah.
Running?
Yes.
And he that was a song with Jewels. Yep. That was a song
with a music motherfucking professional in here.
With Santana. Now, Santana was probably the last of our generation, and he barely got in.
50 Cent was the last of our generation, if that's the case. He definitely came after Santana.
Yeah.
No, 50 was before Santana. 50 didn't pop till after Santana we were exposed to him. It's about Jewels, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, is Bow Wow our generation?
Exactly.
No.
See, this conversation is like a motherfucker.
No, he's not though.
So y'all going by age, not by when they came out.
I'm going by age and subject matter. It's not a black and white. It's a gray. You know, it's like pornography. You know it when you feel it. Like Bow Wow's not my generation. What'd you say?
Know it when you see it.
John going by age. Ever watch everybody he says gonna be young versus old, no matter what the argument is. And he's gonna come up with a logical reason. Because if fucking Chris Brown and Bow Wow ain't from our generation, then T-Pain definitely ain't.
I can understand that because
the only reason
Michael
T-Pain
Jackson
would be from our generation is because of his age.
Well, and I said this, and I'll say it again. I don't know why I said it. I could have just act like this was just a brand new thought. But T-Pain was referencing shit that we would understand, and I don't think that the younger generation would understand. He called himself Teddy Pendergrass. He made a Teddy Pendergrass play on his name to call himself that. I don't think that the younger generation would get that. I think that he makes that play on that name because our generation would get it, even though Teddy Pendergrass ain't our generation artist. But I think that we could throw that back and we can make the connection, and the next generation after us is not making that connection. And the reason he's doing that is because of his audience, and it's not them, it's us. Chris Brown would never call himself the Bobby Womack of R&B.
He called himself Ike Turner. He
Never called nobody called themselves Ike Turner.
He models himself after 60s motherfuckers all the time. So again, your willingness, your unwillingness to relinquish this shit is because of T-Pain's age.
He calls himself Chris Breezy. I don't know any other.
Again, I'm letting you steer the ship, but you're taking T-Pain's ass wherever you take Chris Brown's ass. That's all I'm saying. You can steer this motherfucker, but you taking T-Pain's ass with you.
Taking T-Pain, I'm dropping Chris Brown ass right the fuck off around that around the corner. Not going.
This is why I introduced Chris Brown as the subject matter, because he makes it so much more interesting. Because then you have motherfuckers like Trey Songz. Where does if you give Chris Brown to them, Trey Songz inevitably has to go to their ass.
Nah. Trey Songz was introduced again. Subject matter. Trey Songz came to us getting off work, talking about I work the night shift and shit. He had real life adult problems. He had more problems. I was just going to school. This nigga had a whole baby. He had a job and shit. That ain't shit Chris Brown was singing about. He was singing about algebra classes. I wasn't relating to that motherfucker. Although it didn't have the same problems Trey had, but it seemed more adult. It was more grown up shit. I felt him more. Just gotta make it. Yeah, nigga. Responsibilities.
Because he had an old soul. I don't give a shit. So did Jacquees.
But all I'm saying is, and I think Chris Brown and Trey Songz probably the same damn age.
That's what I'm telling you.
Probably.
So it's not necessarily just about age.
I know that.
No, but you said I was gonna be on that type of time, and I'm telling you, I'm not. It's not strictly about the age of the artist. It's not. It's just you get a feel. You get a feel. Trey Songz just feels more grown up than Chris Brown when it came out.
That will make him part of our generation because he had a feeling.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Then when do you stop? When do you stop letting motherfuckers in because of their feeling? Is Jasmine Sullivan part of our generation because she got a feeling?
No, she's not.
That's what I'm saying. So your metric again is getting fucking
Hey, look. I don't know at what age that you are just past the artist. I don't know. Outside your formative years, I would probably presume maybe somewhere around there when you stop making those type of connections in your youth. I would think so. Maybe your generation is the type of music that the shit that you have strict ownership of is probably the music from when you were, I want to say maybe 14, 15 to maybe 24, 25.
I think you got a problem with Chris Brown because he be beating bitches up.
Hey, look, I don't think. Hey, look, I have no problem with Chris Brown. I don't think you a woman beater because you beat a woman. Now the next bitch you beat, yeah. Or hey, look, you beat her on Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. You a woman beater. But if you just hit her on Tuesday 17 times or whatever, I'm giving you insanity plea.
So again,
I'm giving you that.
Let me divulge why this all began. Because this maybe it gets some insight into where this question really lies in my mind. So I was riding down the street and I'm singing Nothing But a G Thing, and I'm doing the cussing version, but it's on the radio. So
of course,
mix matches songs. And I recall that this time I was riding.
Now you ain't with that shit, Lieutenant. Oh no, you talking about the G thing. Yeah.
Right. So I recall this time I was riding one of the homies, me, him, and this girl in the car, and something similar happened. And she sings the cussing version, and he sings the radio edit. I'm like, she's the captain now, right? And so it then begs the question, like, damn, Snoop been relevant for quite some time. And then I'm like, in my mind, I instantly wanted to go, he's the only, and then I think LL, DJ Quick. I started rattling off motherfuckers from back then that Ice Cube that's still relevant to this day. I'm like, damn, we got a lot of motherfuckers. And then I start thinking about them. I'm like, I don't think they'll have that. I don't think they'll have an artist with the staying power like 4 decades later. And like if Ice Cube and LL drop a fucking classic within the next couple years, they will have 5 decades. They will have crossed 5 decades with this shit. And I don't think, well, in my opinion, I haven't ran across any of these newer artists that I have a feeling will last that long. Not even a Bruno Mars, not even a Jasmine Sullivan. I don't think they have that type of staying power to be relevant for over 30 years.
Okay.
And
I
so
don't.
that begs the question,
I don't. I think
Chris
you're
Brown.
right about a Jasmine Sullivan. I don't think you're right about a Bruno Mars.
Well, we can agree to disagree, and that brought me to Chris Brown. I'm like, all right, well, Chris Brown is their only one, and then I go, damn, well, is Chris Brown theirs? And that's where we got from this conversation. I'm like, damn, is Chris Brown theirs? Because I was just giving them Chris Brown. I'm like, Chris Brown is their only one. Like, he will have movies. It's not just music either. It's Chris Brown, movies, music. He's multifaceted. LL, fucking Ice Cube, them motherfuckers are multifaceted. Bruno Mars, I believe, will dabble at some point, but I don't think he will have a 5-decade span of all of the shit. Like, not just music. He been here for a decade yet and ain't done a movie, motherfucker.
Hey, look, he's been here for a decade now, and he is still currently making music that sounds different, and he's evolving. And I think when you got an artist that evolves in the way like a Bruno does, they're gonna be here. So I think that might have been a bad, like if you'd have said to Miguel.
Well, again, I just told you, Bruno has already missed the mark. He's been here a decade already and ain't made a movie, so he's already missed the mark.
Hey, she said, all right, so Chris Brown is 32, Bruno is 36, and Jasmine is 34.
Right. Damn. I was just ready to give the motherfuckers Chris Brown, and then I thought about it. Do they really get Chris Brown? That's where the conversation comes from. Do they really get Chris Brown? And I don't think so after giving further insight to it. Because they would have to get so much more. Trey Songz. Because generation is heavily weighted on time. So even though it's a nuanced question, most of their shit is dealing with time. Like the heaviest puck on the ladder is time.
Hey, look, if that's the case, then I'm going back to my theory of your generation is the time when you were consuming music and you were the trendsetter, and that's the ages of 14, 15, and 24, 25. I'm giving you that decade. That's your decade. Now, what you saying, Candace?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
You definitely
talking to.
I think what I was gonna say kind of didn't make sense, so that's why I was gonna say.
Oh, spit it out. We all say shit that don't make no sense, and we got to be embarrassed by our thoughts. But you gonna sit here and just monitor your shit?
Chris Brown is more of your little cousin's generation.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah,
and that's not our generation. Like,
no,
they loved Chris Brown growing up. We didn't love Chris Brown when he first came out.
They instantly loved Chris Brown.
I didn't like Chris Brown until maybe he got older. His content kind of changed a little bit. But yeah, when he first came out, I was annoyed by it. But him and Trey Songz came out around the same time. But Trey Songz was older and he was singing "Just Gotta Make It." Like, I could relate to Trey Songz music, and plus Trey Songz was older. So.
And T-Pain is older than all three of them motherfuckers. And he came out the last.
So I guess content, well, so
again, there's a mitigating factor, but most importantly, time. I
don't know if the term is used. I don't think you guys use the correct term though, because I don't think it's internet generation. Because I don't think internet generation started until after Soulja Boy.
Yeah, Soulja Boy
started the internet generation.
Yeah, Soulja Boy started the internet.
So Chris Brown came out before Soulja Boy. So I think he's in between.
Soulja Boy was like 04, 05-ish, 05, 06-ish, somewhere around there.
About the same time. All them niggas is
Let
from
me see.
04 to 07.
Nah, Soulja Boy was way later. Had to be. Because when that Superman shit came out, it had to be like 05.
Soulja Boy had the first.
07. I'm looking it up. It says September 07. He debuted his single "Crank That."
Yeah.
In 2007. Chris Brown came out in like 2004.
Nah, that was before September. Well, nah, maybe not before. All I know is we got married in September. I mean, married in August of 2007. And for my bachelor party, I didn't like Soulja Boy, but he played some shit. Now I like Soulja Boy.
Well, it just said "Crank That" came out in September 2007.
Hey, look! I never poured Cristal on a woman before. Pop a bottle and just spread it. I never did that. I never got that while the rappers did it.
Oh, so that's gonna always be your reference for this.
But I took a super soaker. But I took a super soaker at my bachelor party.
Okay, we get it, John.
We spraying in the strippers, and it was the best time I had. And it gave the song a whole new meaning.
I played that same song.
All about.
You did?
20
That's what's up. That's what's up.
No.
Hey, look.
Okay, so it says
what y'all did at your bachelorette party. I don't care how many phallic shaped, pot holders y'all knitted. I don't care what. I don't care about that.
Okay, it peaked at number 1 in September 07, so it came out before September, of course.
I mean, it probably did come out a little bit before that, but it might have came out in September. August is after September, ain't it? How the months go? Yeah, August.
No,
before that. So yeah, it had to be before.
Not.
Yeah, definitely not. Hey, look, I've been drinking and whatnot.
So yeah, he recorded "Crank That" in March 2007. And on 2012, August 12th, 2007, it was on the show Entourage. And then in September, it hit number 1. Now, Chris Brown debuted, I want to say, in like 2004.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just tied them into the same era.
2005. Chris Brown debuted in 2005. So he was 2 years before the internet phase. So that's why you're saying, like, who does Chris Brown belong to? Because he 2 years before the internet phase, and then but not quite the longevity of the old school way. CDs.
I guess. I don't know. I've already stated my stance. He ain't from the set. But we keeping him.
All I said, nigga, was you can steer the ship, but wherever you take that little knothead ass nigga, T-Pain is going with him. That's all I said.
Hey, look, I'm taking T-Pain, but I'm leaving Chris though, fam. This is what it is.
No, nigga. Again, you can steer the ship, but where Chris goes, that nigga T-Pain is definitely goddamn going. And maybe Trey Songz.
See. I'm taking this ship. And then Trey Songz, T-Pain, and Neo, we going over here. Chris Brown got to go over there.
That's where I'm at. Chris
Brown can go with them. It's fine.
No.
I fuck with Chris Brown music. How you supposed to breathe with no air? That shit dope. Also stupid, but dope.
T-Pain go.
I Can Transform You. That shit was cold. Also, probably not the best because I could. Hey, look, never mind. I was gonna make a bad. Hey, look.
Rihanna. What did Rihanna like?
Rihanna's definitely not. She's definitely theirs.
No, Rihanna from the set, and we keeping her, fam. Fuck is you talking about?
See, hey, they might got some.
They can have Tierra Marie.
And then Tierra Marie came out before Rihanna.
It ain't about when you came out. Subject matter.
Hey, we can get him Soleil. Just cuss.
Soleil 84 years old.
Hey, look. We gotta eat. I was.
Oh, you had a thing for this
I'm
long hair.
Paul's game. A Paul's game sales shop. Because I was gonna say we got to eat Soleil. Pause.
No, yeah, they can have Soleil and who's the other one that I always confused for Soleil? Because we keep it
Emil.
Charlie Baltimore, but we get rid
Oh
of
no, they don't look.
Soleil.
She don't look like Soleil.
You talk about Emil?
Emil, yeah, we getting rid of Soleil and Emil. We keep it Charlie Baltimore and Evita. We getting rid of. Hey, we go. This the thing. If they get Chris Brown and Trey Songz and fucking T-Pain, we sliding them Solange and them. Solange is going.
Hey, look, I don't know where I don't know where Solange goes. She feels like she one of ours, but she act like she one of theirs.
Yeah, where does Sierra go? I want Sierra intrinsically to be one of ours, but
no, Sierra one of theirs. Sierra one of theirs.
Hold on.
Sierra one of theirs, and Ludacris weird for doing that video.
Hey, let's go back to.
I don't know. I don't know shit.
Let's go back to the Soleil thing because Soleil, Emil, Charlie Baltimore, that was an unexpected run of ugly light-skinned chicks in an era where there weren't many.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be completely transparent. I like Soleil. I got a Soleil album over there. I got a Soleil album over there right now.
I didn't mean her music, sir. I'm sorry. As you were.
Yeah, I was just talking about the run of ugly light-skinned chicks that
Soleil was bad.
Really, no, she wasn't.
I like Soleil.
No, she wasn't.
I've heard other people say that. I've heard other people say that she was a man and all kinds of other shit, but she got a kid, so she's not. So I heard that narrative out there, but yeah, I like Soleil.
Emil was a man. Soleil was bad.
All right, so the fact that they call her a man because she looked like one.
No, because they thought she looked like one.
Yeah, and the fact that she had kids was like, all right, maybe she does look like a man, but as long as she proves she's not a man, I'm all right with her.
No. It was my own little immature, shit. Like, but no, they can't say they can't say she a man no more. So I can go back to liking her now because she definitely not a man.
Nah.
Immature shit you do when you immature. Yeah, but yeah, I like Soleil.
I never heard Soleil was a man. I always heard Emil was a man.
I never heard Emil was a man.
That Frankenstein Joe bitch, you never heard that one was a man?
I never heard that one. I don't know.
The motherfuckers, hey, they each look like an uglier version of each other. I don't know how that's possible.
Hey, look, they like Russian nesting dolls.
Right. Like Emil looks like an ugly version of Soleil, and Soleil looks like an ugly version of Emil. I don't know how that's even possible, but that's where we're at.
That's where you're at, sir. I'm not there. I just had something funny to add on to it. I'm all about joke. I'm all about the joke. I'm gonna laugh. I'm all about the joke. I'm gonna laugh. I don't have to agree with the laughter. Just laugh.